Hello and welcome. This is Purple Harp Studios. I'm Candace, and today we're going to get acquainted with our new Harp Lyre, or just take a refresher on how to tune. First and foremost, let's jump in and get acquainted with the strings. Remember that what I'm playing today is specifically a harp lyre. This lyre is set up just like a small harp and is played just like a small harp. You can do harp things and lyre things, but most importantly, getting the tuning going is the same. This lyre is going to be tuned in the key of C. So let's first find our C strings. If you have one of our lyres from Purple Harp Productions, the C strings will be automatically colored red. If you have a lyre from another maker, try to find your C string by listening to me play, and we'll go from there. So let's get acquainted with those red C's and just get their sound. Great. To start tuning, you're going to need an electronic tuner, something like this. This is a Korg chromatic tuner, which I highly recommend. It does a very nice job. You're also going to need a tuning key. The tuning key will be placed on the tuning pins to help get us into tune. So again, this is your tuner. This is your tuning key. And these are your tuning pins. I may have just referred to them as the tuner, key, and pins. When you start with your tuner, you want to check in one of the corners, there should be a number. And that number should read 440. As you play and pluck the strings, there should be a letter that pops up in the other corner, indicating the name of the string. Always double check to make sure that that says the same letter as the string name you're trying to tune. If your harp lyre has gotten severely out of tune, you may be tuning to the wrong string name, so always check the corner. Let's start with C, the lower C on our lyre harp. And you'll notice in the corner, it says C. And our goal is to get that green light to come on and for the needle to be directly up and down in the center. This may take a little getting used to. Tuning also takes a lot of practice and finesse. The more you do it, the better you'll get. It's okay if a little bit of the red light comes on, as long as that needle is pretty straight up and down. When you tune, if the red light comes on underneath this sharp sign or flat sign, you'll need to take your tuning key and move the string up or down in pitch. If it shows a sharp sign over on this side, that means the string is too high and you'll need to lower it. To lower, we're going to turn counterclockwise. So for a moment, I'm going to take that same C and I'm going to lower it. You can see on my tuner that the needle is going far to the left, and that flat sign, or the sign that looks like a small B, has a red light underneath it. To raise that to the correct pitch, I'm going to go very slowly clockwise. If you'll notice in the video, I barely moved the string and pin. You don't want to move too much at all. It's just very tiny movements. If you look at my hand up here, I'm raising and lowering the string right now, and I'm barely turning the tuning pin at all. So now I have my C back in tune where the green light and the needle are in the center. Let's go through each string of your lyre making sure you know the names of the notes and also what it should sound like. I'm going to say the name of the note and then play it so you can hear it and then try to find it on your own tuner. Starting again with this C, which is not the very bottom string. I'm at the 4th for the bottom on the red C. And I'm going to play C. I'm going to go up a string, D. Up another string, E. Up again to F. Up again to G. Up again to A. Up again to B. Up again to C. It's showing that my C is just a tiny bit flat. I'm going to stop and fix that. Good. Continuing on from this C, moving up a string to D, up another string to E, up another string to F, up another string to G, and up one more string to the top, A. Great. Let's return to your original C down towards the lower end. In music, we call this C middle C. We're going to go back to that C, and now we're going to go down. Next, we'll play the B, then the A, and finally the bottom string, G. Remember that the alphabetical scale for music is just like our regular alphabet, but only the first 7 letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. After you hit G, you go right back to A again. Sometimes remembering where that is on our harp lyres can be a little daunting and confusing. But thinking about the alphabetical order once you get to a note can help you continue. So again, starting on our C right here, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And from the very bottom, we have G, A, B, C. Taking time to just sit and get familiar with your strings will be a great time saver in the long run. Practicing tuning also helps with your string identification. When you're all done tuning your strings in order, I like to do a second double check on tuning, which will eventually become your primary way of tuning, and that's by tuning in the circle of fifths. I'm going to briefly go over that now, and we'll have a later video coming out later about the reasons for tuning in circle of fifths and what that means in music theory. For now, I want you to just test your C's both together, C and then C. Make sure they sound in tune with each other. Next, I'm going to check the G's. G. Good, G. And G up here. Followed by the D's. D like dog. Next, I'm going to tune the A's. Followed by the E, like egg. A B, like boat. And finishing with our F's, which on these harp lyres are the blue strings. Eventually, being able to hear the tuning of the strings in that circle of fifths will help you to be able to tune without always having a chromatic tuner on hand. It helps to train your ears to hear the notes and refamiliarizes you with where your strings are on your harp lyre each time. Remember that you can rewind this video anytime that you need help. Go back to the spots that help you the most and just practice playing through all of the notes on your new harp lyre. Have a great day, and always happy harping.